Top 5 joint-crushing foods to avoid. Did you know that certain foods in your kitchen could be damaging your joints? That persistent knee pain might be linked to what's on your plate rather than just aging. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the top 5 joint-challenging foods many people consume daily, plus science-backed alternatives that can help repair damaged cartilage. Imagine making a simple change to your diet and experiencing relief like one of my clients did. She eliminated just the first food on our list and reported 60% less joint pain in just 21 days. What might happen if you made these changes too? The inflammatory system, how your diet creates joint destruction. Did you know your body's inflammatory response system is designed to protect you, but certain foods can hijack this system and turn it against your joints? It's like having your own personal repair crew that sometimes goes rogue and starts damaging the very structures it's meant to protect. Let's take a closer look at your joints. They function as interconnected systems. Imagine well-oiled machinery with essential components working in harmony. Cartilage cushions and absorbs shock. Synovial fluid lubricates and delivers nutrients, while bones provide the structural framework. This balanced system enables smooth, pain-free movement when operating correctly. When you consume inflammatory foods, you disrupt this delicate balance. Inflammatory compounds enter your bloodstream, triggering your immune system to release inflammatory messengers that circulate to your joints. This process transforms from a protective response into chronic inflammation that gradually damages joint health. This microscopic battle translates directly to the stiffness and pain you feel in everyday activities. Medical researchers measure this inflammation through biomarkers like C-reactive protein, or CRP, and inflammatory cytokines such as interleukin-6 and tumor necrosis factor alpha. Elevated levels of these markers after consuming inflammatory foods provide objective evidence of diet's impact on joint inflammation and correlate with increased pain reported by patients. At the cellular level, inflammation activates macrophages that release tissue-degrading enzymes. In chronic inflammation, these enzymes attack both damaged and healthy tissues, breaking down the cartilage matrix and compromising synovial fluid production. The joint simultaneously loses its cushioning, lubrication, and nutrient supply. The research is compelling. Approximately 68% of people with joint pain experience significant improvement after eliminating specific inflammatory foods. This means 2/3 of joint pain sufferers find relief through dietary changes alone. What's particularly concerning is how food-triggered inflammation releases matrix metalloproteinases, or MMPs, that digest joint tissues. These enzymes break down collagen and structural proteins in cartilage, creating a destructive cycle where inflammation causes tissue breakdown, leading to more inflammation, and ultimately resulting in worsening joint pain and decreased mobility. The sweet saboteurs, sugar, and refined carbohydrates. Those tissue-digesting enzymes aren't the only threat to your joints. Your morning breakfast ritual might be silently cementing your cartilage into rigid, pain-generating structures. Every time you consume foods high in refined sugars and carbohydrates, you're initiating a destructive process called glycation that directly attacks your joint integrity. When sugar molecules from your diet enter your bloodstream, they actively seek out proteins throughout your body, including the collagen in your joint cartilage. Through glycation, glucose molecules physically attach to joint proteins, creating advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs transform your once flexible cartilage into brittle material that cracks under normal movement. Like metal slowly corroding from rust exposure, your joint tissues become stiff and breakable. These AGEs trigger inflammatory responses as your body recognizes these modified proteins as foreign threats, mounting an immune attack against your own joint tissues. Research confirms diets high in refined carbohydrates correlate strongly with increased inflammation markers and accelerated joint degradation. Consider a 45-year-old woman suffering from debilitating joint pain for years. After eliminating refined carbohydrates, she experienced a 60% reduction in joint pain in just 21 days, demonstrating how quickly joints respond when glycation-promoting foods are removed. Sugar consumption simultaneously depletes essential minerals your body needs for proper bone and cartilage maintenance. The processing of refined carbohydrates requires significant mineral cofactors, magnesium, calcium, and zinc, diverted away from joint repair processes. Imagine starting your day with a meal that slowly chips away at the very foundation of your mobility. These joint destroyers lurk in seemingly innocent breakfast options: flavored coffee drinks with added syrups, yogurts marketed as healthy but containing high sugar, granola bars packed with refined sweeteners, instant oatmeal packets with added sugars, breakfast cereals, even those claiming to be whole grain. When you choose white toast, a bagel, or that convenient breakfast pastry, you're trading momentary pleasure for joint integrity. The glycation process attaches glucose to cartilage proteins while depleting mineral reserves needed for joint maintenance, explaining why many experience increasing discomfort despite supplements or medications. The omega imbalance seed oils and fatty acid disruptors. Our bodies require a delicate balance between two types of essential fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-6. Ideally, this ratio should hover around 4:1, omega-6 to omega-3. In today's modern diet, this balance has distorted to approximately 20:1, creating a biochemical environment primed for joint destruction. This shift coincided with the introduction of processed seed oils into our food supply, those supposedly heart-healthy vegetable oils like soybean, corn, canola, and sunflower oil. These oils disrupt your omega balance and undergo manufacturing through chemical processes and extreme heat, transforming stable compounds into oxidized, tissue-damaging molecules. When these oxidized oils enter your system, they attack your joints in two ways. First, they damage the cellular membranes of your cartilage cells. Second, they activate inflammatory pathways in your body called COX-2 and 5-LOX enzymes that trigger inflammation, which target joint tissues with particular efficiency. These oils also affect your synovial fluid, the critical lubricant for smooth joint movement. Laboratory studies show cartilage cells exposed to oxidized seed oils significantly decrease production of this essential fluid. Without adequate lubrication, your joints grind against each other with every movement, like an engine running on toxic fuel instead of clean oil. Every processed food containing these oils, from morning hash browns to salad dressing to dinner, pours inflammatory compounds directly onto your joints. The encouraging news? Your body maintains remarkable recovery capacity. A study showed individuals who switched from seed oils to olive oil experienced a 40% reduction in inflammatory markers within 30 days, more improvement than many pharmaceuticals provide without side effects. The solution is straightforward. Replace inflammatory seed oils with olive oil, avocado oil, or coconut oil. Increase omega-3 rich foods like wild-caught fatty fish to restore balance. Most importantly, read ingredient labels to identify and avoid these joint-damaging oils hiding in packaged foods. Protein paradox: the right and wrong animal foods for joint health. Not all proteins are created equal when it comes to your joint health. The difference between a conventionally raised steak and a pasture-raised one represents a fundamental distinction between feeding inflammation and supplying your body with the raw materials needed for cartilage regeneration. Conventional animal products significantly impact joint health. Standard supermarket meats from grain-fed animals contain higher levels of arachidonic acid, which your body converts into inflammatory compounds like leukotrienes and prostaglandins. Processed meats compound the problem with preservatives and compounds that directly irritate joint tissues. Research confirms this connection. Studies show diets high in conventional red and processed meats correlate with elevated inflammatory markers, particularly IL-6 and TNF-alpha, which are linked to arthritis progression. The good news is that quality animal proteins can actually support joint health. Wild-caught fish like salmon and mackerel contain omega-3 fatty acids that compete with arachidonic acid during metabolism, reducing inflammatory compounds. These omega-3s transform into specialized molecules called resolvins and protectins that actively resolve inflammation in your joints. Similarly, pasture-raised chicken and grass-fed beef contain healthier fat profiles that support rather than undermine joint function. The most powerful approach combines better protein sources with specific plant compounds. Collagen synthesis, essential for cartilage repair, improves significantly when quality animal proteins are paired with vitamin C-rich foods, providing both amino acid building blocks and necessary cofactors for manufacturing new joint tissue. Imagine a dinner plate featuring wild-caught salmon with sautéed bell peppers and a squeeze of fresh lemon. This meal delivers omega-3s alongside vitamin C, creating optimal conditions for joint repair. Similarly, pasture-raised chicken with broccoli and sweet potatoes provides a strategic nutrient combination that supports joint health while avoiding inflammatory triggers. These pairings strategically deliver the nutrients your joints need to repair themselves while minimizing the inflammatory triggers that accelerate damage. Here's the powerful truth. Your joints have remarkable regenerative potential. Recent research reveals that dietary changes alone can reduce mortality risk by 26% in patients with joint conditions, a significant lifeline for those suffering daily pain and limitation. By removing the 5 inflammatory foods we've discussed and embracing anti-inflammatory alternatives, you're not just managing symptoms, but potentially rebuilding damaged tissues. Clinical studies show many experience noticeable improvements within weeks. Imagine your joints gradually regaining their flexibility and strength as the omega-3s, antioxidants, and fiber actively support your body's natural repair mechanisms. Join us next time for our comprehensive 7-day meal plan, including our popular anti-inflammatory breakfast bowl, designed to eliminate joint destroyers while maximizing regeneration. Your journey to pain-free movement continues with each mindful choice you make today. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share to someone you love. Thank you very much for watching.